Shalom, this is Brother Dale, and we're continuing our discussion with defining love. Okay. Now we picked up in the Song of Solomon, Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 9. I have compared thee, O my love, to a company of horses in Pharaoh's chariots. And this word love is from the Hebrew 7474. The word is raya, and it means a female associate. Is derived from Hebrew 7453, which is raya, and it means an associate. Then you have that word being derived from 7462, which is ra'ah, and that means to tend the flock, to pasture it, generally to rule. Okay. Now you have this word raya. This word is spelled resh, ayin, yod, hey. Okay. Now the resh is the head of a man. It means the top or the beginning. Okay. The ayin, that's an eye, and that means to experience or to watch something. Okay, because that's what you do with your eyes. The yod, that's the closed hand, and that means to work. You know. Then you have the hey, and that means behold. That's a man holding both his arms up. You know. Now you put it together. The resh is your head, so in your head. Then you have ayin, which is experience. But then you have this yod and this hey, and that's Yah. That's the Father. So in your head, experience Yah. And so we have to, we're going to look at some scriptures to, verify this. So, Romans 14:5. One man esteemeth one day above another. Another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So, whatever it is you're doing, you can back it up by that word. Be fully persuaded. Don't let no one turn you away from what you know is true. It's a great movement now that's going on with everybody trying to tolerate one another, and it's not biblical. You have all these atheists and Scientologists saying that God don't exist. They're going to have to pay for that when in their time. Okay? But in your head, be fully persuaded. If you love the Creator, be fully persuaded that these things that He's telling you are true. Don't fall away from it. Let's look at Matthew 13, chapter 19 verse. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which receiveth seed by the wayside. So you're getting the words of life, you're getting the words of the kingdom, okay? And you don't understand it at that time. It's not saying that you won't understand it, but you don't understand it. Now Satan creeps in and takes it from you. Why? You're not fully persuaded in your mind. Your heart has to, like he spoke with David, his heart was fixed on me. When he says heart, he means the mind. He's not talking about the organ in your chest that pumps blood. He's talking about the control center, your mind. Alright? Alright. So let's look at another term that's been translated as love. Right. Ezekiel 23:11. Right. And when her sister Aholabah saw this, she was more corrupt in her inordinate love than she, and in her whoredoms more than she in her whoredoms. Okay. Now this word love, all right, it comes from the Hebrew 5691, and this word is agaba, right, and it means being in love, or being in love. Okay, and it's derived from another word, number 5689, and this word is agab, and it means to breathe after, you know, like you're lusting after something, you know, you're like, yo, I want it, you know, like that. All right. Now let's look at the spelling of this word. This word is spelled ayin, which means to experience or to watch something. Gimel, which is the foot, and it means to walk. Your walk is the primary use of your feet. And bet, which is the house, and it means family or the second. And then you have that hey, again, which means to behold. Now, it's interesting because this word is actually a warning. And if you read a couple of verses before Ezekiel 23:11, you can see that there was some stuff going on at that time. So when this word love is used, and the word inordinate means to exceed the limit of, that's why it's talking about lust. You know, it's a fine, like they say, it's a thin line between love and hate. Well, same thing goes for love and lust, you know. But this word, if you put it together, is saying, watch your walk with that second one, the second. Watch your walk with Mashiach. And then it says, behold, which actually means to watch again. You know, it's really a warning. He's telling you twice to watch over. Watch what you're doing. Watch what you're doing. Be careful. Watch what you're doing. And to back that up, we're going to look at a couple of verses. You have Mark 7:5. And then the Pharisees and the scribes asked him, why walk not thy disciples according to the tradition of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hands? You know, for some reason, these Pharisees were coming at the Messiah, asking him all kinds of crazy things according to their traditions. And, you know, those who know the story, the Messiah replied, look, why are you breaking the Torah by your traditions? You know, why are you doing that? You know, you worrying about my hands, you breaking the laws of God. You know, but the Pharisees was not watching their walk. And you know that because they say, according to the tradition of the elders. See, they took their eyes off the prize and became clouded in their judgment. Now let's look at Genesis 17:1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahweh appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am El Shaddai, walk before me, and be thou perfect. In other words, in order for you to be perfect and complete, you have to be very careful. Alright? You just can't go on out and do whatever you feel like doing and be perfect in the eyes of the Creator. Alright? And we're going to look at this last passage according to our walk, and that we must watch what we're doing. Deuteronomy 32, verse 46 and 47. And he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the words which I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to observe to do all the words of this law. For it is not a vain thing for you, because it is your life, and through this thing ye shall prolong your days in the land, wherever ye go over Jordan to possess it. And it's Moses, you know, leaving. And he's letting everybody know, do the words, walk correctly before the Father. I hope this has edified you, helped you grow and help you bring help you get a better understanding of this word love. My name is Dave Well, and I bid you shalom.